MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
At the plate, Tim Anderson. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First delivery to him on the way. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Comes set with the 0-1. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone.
Batting second, the third baseman, Moncada.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And we should see some 90s as we go forward. 88 degrees, our game time temperature. The 0-1 pitch. Darvish is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Yoan Moncada is the second out of the opening frame. From the stretch, Yasmani Grandal is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. It's the White Sox nothing. Cubbies coming to bat. A Windy City showdown, and it's on the show. Lucas Giolito, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, what comes with Lucas Giolito, a big arm, 95 to 100 miles an hour, hard-breaking slider. One of the issues Giolito has had is not a lot of swings and misses, so we'll be able to watch him early on to see if he brings some swings and misses, and if he does, it should be a powerful outing for Giolito.
So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's the ball.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's Javier Baez as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. 2-2 now to Baez. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. He's set, and the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first, and the runner will get back standing. Baez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fouled away. And he misses there, 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. Still no score. All set for the start of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
Jose Abreu.
Now the pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Abreu is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Oh, 2, here it comes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate now, Eloy Jimenez, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Into the box now, Luis Robert, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Cut fastball, and it's by him, 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. Drilled to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1 ball, no strike. No, that's the ball. 2-0.
Here he comes on 2-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's 1 away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Jake.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch.
Oh. 1-0.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And now pitch on the way. Circle change, too low, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He waits, now the pitch.
Oh.
Now it's 2-0. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Full count still. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. The next 3-2. On a line, that's a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here. Standing in now, Yu Darvish. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Comes set, the 0-1. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And it's fouled away. The set and the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple who move to the third with no score. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And now a pitch on the way. Late that time for a strike.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The 1-2. Fouled off.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Now at the plate, Nick Madrigal.
Nick Madrigal.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Madrigal stands just 5'7" in the right side of that batter's box. This is his first year at the big league level. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
1 strike.
Count even at 2-2. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Full count, 3-2. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The pitcher, Lucas Giolito, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. There's one. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. In now, Chris Bryant. He went down swinging to start the home first.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's the pitch. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And right into the shift. But a foul ball, 1-1. A ball and a strike now to Bryant.
Office. 2-1.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. The 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Grandal moving to his left. One down. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. The pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. The pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And that brings up Javi Baez. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Cubs are down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
1-0 the count. Now the pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Rizzo is there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. First delivery to him on the way. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Stepping into the box, Yasmani Grandal. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 0-1 delivery. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2. Count is 2-1.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Pulled toward right center field. Happ will wait on it. And that will retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And this one's inside and high, 1-2 now.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Grandal gathers. And he makes the throw to first. Schwarber is retired, and there's 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Here comes the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Oh, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
The 1-2.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try it again, 3-2. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason.
Now to the plate, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes set, the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. The 2-2 pitch, and he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The first baseman, Jose Abreu.
First pitch coming, here it is. Jose Abreu is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Now here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized cutter away, stayed inside it, and was able to drive it the other way.
At the plate, Eloy Jimenez. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In the dirt here, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Darvish delivers the 2-0. cut fastball is in for a strike 2-1. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So now to the plate, Luis Robert, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Stepping in now, Nomar Mazara, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Comes set, now the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. White Sox leave 1, halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and the pitcher bats next. That'll be Yu Darvish.
The pitcher, Yu Darvish.
First offering on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Here's Jimenez going back on it, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Chris Bryant. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
First delivery to him on the way. To third. Moncada has it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. So a runner on second with 1 down now, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Here comes the first pitch.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Javier Baez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The 1-0.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Grandal has it, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. So digging in now, Nick Madrigal. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Nick Madrigal.
Here's the pitch. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So here now is the pitcher, Lucas Giolito. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. A 1-ball, 1-strike count to the White Sox pitcher. Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Anderson. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. That finds the zone, a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. A little roller toward the hole. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we still have no score. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Pitch number 100 on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high, so this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Ronaldo Lopez, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Ronaldo Lopez.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty, everything on the outer half of the plate.
Set and the 1-1 pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball one. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. That evens it up 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Ready now, Yu Darvish. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball well outside.
1 ball, no strike.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
2 out, bases loaded. Strike called, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Ready with the 2-1. Down the first baseline. The 2-2 pitch. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he comes back to get him, so a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. We are still scoreless. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. The 1-0 home. Now a swing and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The batter.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed. We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. 2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. A bouncer up the middle. Kipnis on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Nothing doing here for the White Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Mazara's on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. And the pitch. The 1-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Strike taken up in the zone. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
So stepping in, Javier Baez, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Now the 2-0 home. Kyle Schwarber will be next. Three and 0 count. Here it comes. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
pitch of the at-bat. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
1-1 to Schwarber. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And that misses 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
To the plate now, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1-0. Here it is. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-0.
That's ball 3.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Here it is. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Jay Spry answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. Jason Hayward will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Changeup laid off down around the shins.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Cubs wind up leaving him loaded. Still no score. Sliding into the box, Eloy Jimenez. He'll start us off in the 8th.
The left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slow roller left side. Scooped up. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Dan Winkler is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
For the Cubs, number 23, Dan Winkler.
Luis Robert will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he lays off for ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here's another 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch-out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Nomar Mazara, and it's grounded just foul down the line. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
At the plate, Nick Madrigal, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
No, that's
2-0. outside. 3-0 now.
3-0.
And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
James McCann will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 33, James McCann.
Called strike at the letters, 0-1. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. The 0-1 offering. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a high chopper. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning is over. So they pick up no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we still have no score. Aaron Bummer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Aaron Bummer.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's set. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left as they've taken a 1-run lead.
That's a big-time bomb right there. It's about time now for the closer to get ready and slam the door on this one.
Striding in, Jason Kipnis. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Here comes the first pitch. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Bummer, a 6'3" left-hander. He was selected in the 19th round during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. Strike 3. David Bodie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Cubs. Number 13, David Bodie.
Sinker's in there. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Lazaro looks up, and it's gone.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
Jimmy Cordero answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Baseman, number 44.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1-0 delivery.
2 balls, no strikes.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
At the plate, Javier Baez. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Moncada has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch on its way.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And it's quickly 0-2. 3 runs already home here. Into the corner and slicing foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. The Cubbies are in front, 3-0. Jeremy Jeffress comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Jeremy.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
0-1, here it comes.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
The 1-2. Right side. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th. So here's Yoan Moncada. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. From the stretch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So striding in, Yasmani Grandal. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now here's the pitch. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The White Sox down to their last strike. Hard hit to first. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Cubbies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Dan Winkler is credited with the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. For the White Sox, no runs on only 2 hits, No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.